Alright, in today's live we're using Dodrio and Decidueye in the NU tier. Dodrio, of course, is not an NU Pokemon. It's probably not even a PU Pokemon. It's pretty bad, but I really like it as a Pokemon, and so we're using it today. Now as the lead, we are facing off against a pretty well-rounded team, I would say. Now this Zoroark here is designed to be a dedicated lead, so we're going to lead off with it. This guy's is Decidueye. And the main point of this set is to counter something. But unfortunately we get a really bad lead. And it's even worse because that Rocky Helmet. So what are you going to do? We're just going to snipe shot here. This should go either into Umbreon or Serena. But Serena's, a lot of them take enough damage with a crit to where they get 2 KO'd. So it's not really switching. However, this particular one is Assault Vest, which is interesting. Here we will just go for the Swords Dance. I think given how my opponent's been playing, they're going to switch out. And we do have the Drill Run. So we can hit Diancie for a good amount of damage. Unfortunately, this is a contact move, so we're going to take Rocky Helmet. But we get a good chunk of damage off on the Diancie. So that's good. Now I'm going to go into Decidueye and go for triple arrows. Hopefully we get a crit. Thing is, I could have gone back into Inteleon. We don't get a crit. Get a flinch though. I guess I'll take that. There's the crit. Could have gone back into Inteleon, but that just would have invited one of these goobers back in. And Decidueye is going to force a kill or a good amount of damage on something. As Indeedee comes out, I'm going to go into Klefki here. To go for Expanding Force. I'm going to set up a Spiky Spike. We should be able to get 2 of them off. If they decide to stay in, which I figure they will. They're protected by the terrain, so they don't have to worry about the Thunder Wave. And Indeedee's actually quite good into my team. I'm going to go Zoroark now. Just start clicking knockoff. They should be able to know that this is Zoroark based off of the fact that I took damage from Stealth Rock. But maybe if they weren't paying attention, then they would look at that and say, oh, that's 75. Maybe that's what happened, if we're giving them the benefit of the doubt. But they should have always switched out there, I think. So what do I know? But I will take that. That's fantastic for me. Because we want these guys weakened as much as possible. Here I'm going to taunt. Taunt. As they straight up foul play. If I'd known they were going to do that, then I would have gone for the counter. And they would have probably been just about dead. Okay. Here we're going to go for the Trailblaze. Trailblaze should allow me to outspeed most Gallade. Unless they're like Jolly Choice Scarfed Gallade. Actually, it might be on this team. Who even knows? So they go Serena. Since they are Assault Vest, they may have the Ice move. But we get the flinch, which actually allows me to go for Trailblaze again. So we're getting decently lucky with our triple arrows, which I will definitely take. I haven't been able to get a Swords Dance off yet, but I think having that 2 speed is really nice for the Gallade. Here, technically, I could tear a rock on their Psychic move, but I really don't see that as being that good of an idea. I'm just going to triple arrows. As actually that works out pretty decently, considering they decide to tear a Psychic, and I get the flinch. Oh my stars. I'm totally lucking my opponent this first game, but this is a great opportunity to show off the triple arrows and what it's capable of doing. Now they're going to go Toxtricity. I'm going to quickly just see what Toxtricity does. I mean, I know what it does. Something like this. If I tear a rock, that does half. And I feel like you Boom Burst here, right? So I think I will tear a rock, actually. Oh, what the heck was that play? Okay, I meant to click it, but then I misclicked. And I think as a result, I may end up losing. Because I needed that guy. Like I had my mouse over the thing, right? You saw that. And I meant to click it, but I somehow missed. So here we're going to trick. And they will wisely lock into foul play. I'm going to just overheat normally. Reason being is because we are Terra Dark. So we can resist the foul play. And we're pretty weak, so the foul play hopefully won't be doing too much with the resist. And that's more valuable than getting extra overheat damage off. And so we'll get the turn 1 win, or the game 1 win. You guys, well, I don't know if you saw me click the Terra Rock, but I meant to Terra Rock. And if we had, I think we had a good chance of just winning with Decidueye right there. All right. Now we're facing off against something that looks like double Unburden. So that's annoying. Here, I'm going to lead off with Decidueye instead of Zoroark. Reason being is because I think they're going to lead off with Copperajah maybe. And it doesn't really do too much in this game besides helping against Copperajah and the Goodra. And if they lead off with either of those, I'd like to start off as quickly as possible. If they lead off with these guys, I don't know what I want to do there. Because they're both annoying. But like I said, they don't do too much in this game, right? They got a fairy type, they got a poison type, and they've got double Unburden that can both have acrobatics. Alright, so my opponent leads off with Toxtricity, which is not what you want to see. It makes sense, we don't have an electric immunity. So, might as well take advantage of it. Do I need Klefki in this game? I feel like I sort of do, because they have double Unburden. And it's good against Sylveon. I don't want to sack that. I'll just triple arrows. They go for Volt Switch. So I'll take that. 100%. Instead of capitalizing on their really commanding position on lead, they throw it all away by going into a resisted move, which doesn't really get them too much. To go into Sylveon, which allows me to go into Klefki, and I'll take that. I'm not sure what they want to go for, maybe Wish or Hyper Voice. They probably should just go for a Wish into Copperajah or something. They do go for a Wish. They do have the, yeah, like I said, they go for Copperajah. They do have the Hitmonlee to Rapid Spin. So their Hitmonlee may not actually be man, that is tempting as heck. Okay. The triple arrows here, just in the off chance that they go into Goodra. They do not, but we do get the crit, which is great, because now I get to go to Dodrio. I'm going to Brave Bird here first, in case they decide to throw off a Wish, because I'd like this dead if I can. And then, if from there, they decide that they want to protect... Okay, so they Wish, and they lose the Sylveon. So Dodrio takes care of that guy, which is great. I'm going to Drill Run here, as they are Choice Scarfed. So we know that for a fact now. Which we did not know before, because they would have always outspent my Decidueye. But that's okay. I'm going to go Zoroark here. I'm going to throw Knockoff off. Thing is that I could also go into Inteleon thinking, oh, I'm just going to go for Ice Beam, right? So that's a reasonable play to make. Here we are going to go into actual Inteleon. I think we still lose this game because we don't have an electric immunity. And they have Toxtricity, which is Choice Scarfed. So we're going to have to watch out for that. think they might go into Copperage for predicting the Ice Beam. I think that would be a pretty reasonable play, the one might make. The Scarf Toxtricity is actually pretty scary. Against a team like mine. Against something like offense or something, okay. Thanks, Inteleon, for not getting the crit. Against a bulky team, Scarf Toxtricity, not really that great, not really that threatening. But against a team like this one, actually really problem, really annoying. And then just to break that down, the reason why Scarf Toxtricity is annoying against my team and not against other teams isn't because this is cope or something. It's because specifically my team is really offense based. I'm gonna tear a flamethrower here because I need to get a kill if I can. They're tear flying. Okay, so we lose that game. It's because my team is really offense based, so all of my guys are gonna die in one hit, maybe 2 hits if we're lucky. Whereas a bulky team like this one, they have Uxie, they have Avalugg, they have Copperage, they have Brute Bonnet, right? A lot of these guys are going to live hits. This team doesn't have a lot of special taking hits. They don't have a Goodra, for example. But a team with bulkier mons can come in on a Scarf Toxtricity a lot easier and absorb those hits. But Scarf Tox, scary for this team specifically. All right, here I'm going to lead off with Zoroark, and we're going to go from there. And the nice thing with leading off with Scarf Zoroark, or not, with Sash Zoroark, with counter, is that counter leads usually are beaten by ghost types. But one, you don't necessarily know that I am a counter lead. And second of all, I'm a dark type, so I could also have gone for knockoff, you know? I'm gonna go for my knockoff here, actually. Do I want to do that? I don't know, man. Let's see. It was a 50-50 between going for counter and going for knockoff. Because if they go for snipe shot, counter doesn't do anything, and I just die. If they go for ice beam, the same thing, right? But since I'm showing that I'm a Decidueye, I don't know. Maybe I should have gone for a more enticing U-turn target like Inteleon. But now my opponent does have to decide, what am I going for, right? Do I go into the Avalugg, try to get Rocky Helmet off? What do we do? They do go to the Avalugg. They're not Rocky Helmet, which is cool. I'm gonna U-turn here, save this as a sack, and go into my Inteleon. They just go for Ice Spinner. And unfortunately, they don't have a water switch in besides their own Inteleon, which is not really a water switch in. And just gonna go for it again because I didn't think they could kill me. I think if they'd gone for Play Rough and Tear It or something, maybe they could have. We still will kill even without the choice specs. And now, of course, we are freed up as well. We go for Dark Pulse or whatever the heck. Although there's no way we're going to go for that. Unfortunately, Brute Bonnet can't go for Sleep Powder anymore. So we don't have to worry about, or Spore rather. We don't have to worry about that. We can technically go for Stun Spore, I think it's that still. Now they have Uxie. And on Uxie, I just want to Dark Pulse it, you know? So it's Colbur, we bust that. Which is fine by me. The crazy half of me wants to go for Ice Beam and predicting the Brute Bonnet or something. But I think that's a fine exchange to make. Alright, let's go Stealth Rock, Psychic. Decidueye comes in on Brute Bonnet and starts messing the team up, right? I'm gonna go Dodrio here. I'm gonna Swords Dance up. Actually go for Thunder Wave, which is not great, but better than going for a slow Encore. And I get the full para. So that's fantastic. Nothing you can do about that. I'm gonna go Clef Key. And I'm just gonna go for Steel Beam. And they might expect it. But if they don't, then we get rid of the Avalugg. Now it's very important, I think, for helping out my Decidueye. I know Decidueye beats it by typing, technically, but only sort of. Because Avalugg is so physically bulky. And what I really would like is for them to go into their Chandelure so I can Thunder Wave it. But they're not going to do that. I'm going to sack the Zoroark here. So they actually go for the Terra Blast, Terra Fire. And, yeah, that's tricky. So, since it's Terra Blast, Terra Fire, I was not expecting that kind of play. Well, that is a pretty interesting combination of typing and whatever. Just in case there's a random Focus Sash in the back. We're not going to be doing that much damage anyway. Now we'll get off as much damage as we can here. Let's go here into Decidueye against Blue Bonnet. And use Shred on usage. This is not loaded dice, this is booster energy, and it's let's say it's active just to make sure. Okay, so now it's booster attack, and it's Terra Fire. Terra Fire with Terra Blast. Okay. Terra Blast doesn't do that much to Terra Rock Decidueye. And we do to a KO it. And then from there... Well, I can triple arrows first. Because I can get the flinch chance, I can get the crit chance. As we see, that doesn't do any damage. As they go for Sucker Punch. And so now I have to hope that they don't get the... Yeah, that's what I had to hope for. So now it's a speed tie with their own Chandelure. And I have to crit the Inteleon, and we don't crit the Inteleon. Okay, now we're facing off against Jolteon, which is a problem because we don't have an electric immunity on this team. I don't know, man. Okay, here we're gonna go into my left key, I guess. I just flip turn there. Seems sensible. I go into Arcanine. Okay, I'm gonna Thunder Wave you. Wonder if they double here, predicting me to go into my Chandelure, or they could crunch. Those are both reasonable plays for an Arcanine to make, as they just straight up don't care. Which I guess is fair. I don't know. Maybe it's not really that fair, to be honest. I think that's sort of a weird play to make. Okay. I'm curious. What I think is weird about it is because if you're Intimidate, you're not even Flash Fire. I can just go in and throw off a fire move. Okay, so Left key took 76%. So this is not choice in any way, shape, or form. It's not adamant. It's probably got some bulk in it, actually. Or like max HP or something. So we really do need to just go Inteleon here. I'm going to U-turn out. I don't want them going into Arboliva or into Quillfish, which is, I think, the more likely guy to come out. And now I'm going to go into the Zoroark and click the counter. Hopefully they go for... well, I wasn't expecting them to go. I was hoping to go for Barbarage. But now that they've seen that they outspeed me, they're probably going to go into Drifblim. They actually don't. Interesting. So they can go for Extreme Speed here. If they want. Or they can go for Crunch. Crunch is actually sort of a crazy play there. 306 though means that they were choice Scarfed. And they felt the need to predict my Drifblim. I really don't like the Scarf Lucario. I think that it... relies having access to extreme speed is so valuable. Like, why wouldn't you be using extreme speed if you have it, right? And then if you have extreme speed, why do you need the choice Scarf? Now, that's how it seems to me, at least. Okay. Let's just taunt here. No reason at all to go for knockoff, except for, I guess, damage, which I guess I wasn't really thinking of. Main thing is I wouldn't have knocked off their item. Okay, Scarf Chandelure versus Drifblim. Is that KO? Battle Ball. 91% chance to... Or not a 91% chance. It's got a chance. I'm going to Flamethrower as a result. And hope that they go into Arboliva. Alright, look at that chance. And, actually go Quillfish. Cool, I guess. And that's a 2K on the Quillfish, which is cool because that's really good for my Dodrio, I think. And I'm still a threat to the Jolteon. The good thing about the Terra Fire is that I can outspeed the Jolteon right here. And I am locked into a fire move. So after Spike, which they've taken one Spike, let's say... Well, can you tell me after Spike's damage? No, we're going to go for it. Because we don't have anything for Jolteon, is the main thing. As they are Life Orb, so they actually kill themselves. That's okay. We lost our Extreme Speed immunity, which is unfortunate. But that is what it is. And here... I'm going to go into my Inteleon. Go off for knockoff. Which is cool. I'll go for Ice Beam. Because it'll hit either Arboliva or it'll hit this. And I can just snipe shot in the follow-up. And hopefully they get full paired. Or they'll just keep making these plays. Interesting play, because now I'm going to actually double back into Chandelure on their Drifblim. Okay, or that. I wasn't expecting that. I'll go Dodrio. I'm letting all my guys take damage, but I was expecting them to go into Drifblim, and that did not pay off, unfortunately. So now I will make that play that now they'll go into Drifblim because now they realize, oh wait, that's what I was supposed to do last time. But that's just how it is. But beginning the chip on the Drifblim is fine, and as long as we get the parrot on the Arcanine, we should be okay. And the drops on me don't matter as much as you might think, because if I get a crit, then we're good to go. I think that's the way I want to think about this here. They actually go for defog, which is sort of a weird play. Okay. This is knockoff, which means we can't switch in the Chandelure. I wonder if they're not going for Will-O-Wisp because they're worried. I'm gonna triple arrows again here. How much Art Ball of it takes? We get the flinch. That's step one. And we beat down the Arcanine. I guess they did not have extreme speed, or they just didn't want to go for it. And now we go for this again. And they have Harvest, but I'm still doing way too much damage to them, even at -2 damage. So Decidueye is pretty decently strong. Very slow Pokemon, but decently strong. And we're getting them boosts, or drops rather. Like, look at these drops. Drop, and defense fall. So my opponent's just getting completely lucked the heck out of by Decidueye. I think that's must be how you gotta play this guy. Just spam triple arrows. And if you're not spamming triple arrows, then Decidueye is not that good. Alright, overall, I'd say Decidueye is meh. And an offense-based metagame is not that great. Against the bulkier teams, though, Decidueye is actually pretty scary. Really, the big problem with Decidueye is, in the NU tier specifically, is that there are so many fighting types to choose from that you have to justify using Decidueye over using Tauros, over using Flamigo, over using Gallade, over using so many other fighting types. And that's crazy because you think about previous gens, and like Passimian used to run NU, and now you wouldn't even think about using Passimian when there are so many other good fighting types down here. There's just way too many. And so I think Decidueye suffers from that competition. But not too bad of a Pokemon. Dodrio is not a good Pokemon. I would not recommend using Dodrio. But I like Dodrio. I wanted to use Dodrio. So that's what we ended up using today. But that'll be it for me today. I'll catch you guys next time.